Hey everyone, welcome to week 13. I just have a really short lecture, quote unquote, I guess, that I want to do for you for this week. It is currently 6:47 a.m. on Saturday, April 4th, but this video is for week 13, which is April 6th to 10th, and it's going to be kind of a different week for us this week, so I thought I'd go ahead and put that out there. So most of you have just turned in your outlines and the discussion board talking about what kind of feedback you might want and in what format you want it from me. So this week is feedback week, meaning I'm not giving you a lot of extra stuff to do this week because I need the time to respond to you in the way that you would like. So that means for some of you, it will be scheduling one-on-one video conferences with me. And then the rest of you will just be waiting on written feedback or pre-recorded videos from me about your work. Either way, it's going to take some time on my end. So stick with me this week and I guess get a little bit of a break if you don't want to be working on your essay. But of course, I'm always going to give you something to do in the back of your mind. And I appreciate you hanging in there because I know a lot of you are balancing a lot of work from other classes, and I don't understand the choices that some of them are making. But that's on the down low that I'm now going to publicly put on the internet. How exciting, right? All right. So for this week, I'm asking you to read some pages in the Norton 588 to 596 because this gives us a good example of a well-formatted research essay. I mean, it's not the most exciting essay to read, but they do everything right in terms of page numbers, citations, block quotes, which we will talk about next week specifically when I go over grammar and quotation reminders. But this week, take a breath, keep thinking, keep being creative about what you want to do with your essay. But look at that to know kind of what the outcome's going to be with the formatting of the paper. Okay, cool. You ready for school? Here we go. All right. Here's some stuff that I want to give you today. I've already kind of gone over the fact that you get time to continue to work on your essay because I'm going to give you the feedback this week. I just want to look at the calendar with you. I want to go over how to sign up for online office hours, even though I think it's kind of silly, but let's try to use this system, I guess, just to see if it works for us, and maybe that will make you, feel more comfortable in terms of scheduling a video chat with me so you don't feel like you're just like reaching out randomly. But really, I want to remind you I'm here. Reach out. Like we will figure something out because I want to make sure that you feel good about the work we're doing or just you're hanging in there in general. It's a weird time. It's super weird. Okay, but we're going to look at the calendar, going to show you how to sign up for those office hour slots, and then I'll go over your discussion board assignment for this week. You'll see due is in quotation marks April 10th because depending on when I get your feedback to you, like if you can't get it in Friday night, like I'm not worried about it. Just let that be kind of your guideline as we move forward. Okay. So the calendar, which you have access to on Canvas, I just want to show you kind of what we're looking at headed forward. So this week you are getting feedback from me. You've got the time if you need it. And then next week, we're going to talk about grammar and syntax and all of those little tiny bits that go into kind of perfecting your essay and making sure everything is where it needs to be in terms of citation. But then week 15, this is something I want you to go ahead and take note of. On the 19th, which is a Sunday, before noon, you are going to need to submit a full essay draft for long form workshop because you'll submit it there so I can pair you up so you can trade Canvas will trade for you. We'll give you access to each other's essays so you can do a workshop with a peer over week 15. So even though the workshop isn't due till the end of week 15, you still have to get your draft in before that week starts. So really you've got, today's the 4th. Your full draft of your essay is due on the 19th. So you've got 15 days. You've got 2 weeks to perfect a draft. And remember, you're getting feedback from me in some form this week. Then you have this week to work on it as well, and next week to work on it. But then the 19th, we got to have it, and it can't be late because it's going to mess up the trading. You can do it. You can do it. We're almost done. This is all we have left. See the calendar right here. This is all. So, take this week if you need it, if you've got other things competing for your attention. But just know the 19th is that hard and fast date for a full essay draft, so you can get some real feedback on it. Okay. Cool. Great. You're gonna be okay. Now I have this stock image to remind me to go to Canvas to show you how to sign up for office hours in the system. All right. So my face is going to go away for a second so I can show you this. I'm going to click on 8 a.m.s. All of these sections are the same, no matter which section of mine you're in. But I'm going to click on Student View so I know exactly what it looks like from your end. How exciting, right? But what I'm going to do now, you've opened my course. What you're actually going to do is you're going to go over here to Calendar. And then once you click on Calendar, you're like, oh, what's this? Okay, I don't know. You're actually going to click on Find Appointment, because they don't call office hours on Canvas. They call them appointments. Comp 2 should be the one that you're looking at. And then you see office hour slots of mine that are available. I have them marked off in 20-minute slots. You can sign up for more than one if you want to spend 40 minutes or longer with me. You're welcome to do that. But what you can do, you just click on that office hour, and then you can click Reserve, and then that will reserve it for you. Okay. You can unreserve if you do that accidentally, but only reserve it if you're planning on doing a one-on-one video conference with me this week, or if you want to change it to that, that's great. But then in weeks forthcoming, like upcoming, happy to meet with you, chat with you, even if it's just doing some kind of chat, like Canvas has a chat feature, and, texting. I don't know. Like, we can communicate in any way that you are comfortable with, but just know that that's how you can sign up for office hours if you'd like to, because the department asked us to do that. So we'll just practice using all of these great tools that are available to us, right? Okay, so that's how you sign up for office hours, or if you're planning to do some kind of video conference with me, that's how you'll claim a slot. Now, your discussion board assignment for week 13 is all going to be contingent upon receiving that feedback from me. So the pressure's on for me to get things to you so that you can do this assignment. So again, even though it's due on the 10th, which is Friday, if I don't get comments back to you quickly enough and that's not doable, like it's not going to be held against you at all. But I do want to know in discussion board, like, what do you feel confident about now that you have received my feedback? Hopefully you feel more confident. If you don't, you can say that too. What's still unclear that others in the class might be able to speak to? Okay, so if you have questions about anything else, or if you want to just get some audience reaction to something, or just generally commiserate with each other about how something is hard or about how it's hard to do school online, I will agree with you. You can do that. But then finally, tell us about at least one interesting piece of research that's in your particular essay. I think this will be cool for you to like kind of scope out each other and see the cool stuff you're writing about, or bait someone that you might want to work with. because I could just randomize our groupings for when we do workshop. But I also want you to have some choice in that. So if you know who you want to trade with already in the future, either let me know or scope each other out or comment on it. So this is the one discussion board that I'm hoping that y'all can talk a little bit more in. But ultimately, it's on me to get feedback to you so you can do this. Generally, I'm proud of everybody that got some stuff in. Can't wait to read over it. Still a couple more annotated bibs I have to grade. Thank you for your patience on that. And thank you all in general for your kind comments and discussion board and understanding of how this format is hard for you all, hard for me too. And it's just weird. It's weird to kind of be alone in your home and try to do school in the same way. So thanks for making that adjustment. Or even if you haven't made it, like trying to struggle with it. But I'm thinking of you all. I miss class with you. Like, it's not like we'll never see each other again, right? Like, we'll make it happen. I'm around. But don't be shy about reaching out. Send me any and all questions. But that's what I need from you for week 13 eventually. Keep working on those great essays, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.